going on, everyone? Levi here with Fox Ridge Slabs. We've got an amazing log that we're gonna mill right now. We've got a black walnut log. The length varies. It's about 8 foot long, but there's a notch. So some of the slabs, once you cut that notch off, are gonna be about 7 feet long. 28-inch diameter on this end. It tapers down a little bit on that end. The color is gonna be absolutely gorgeous in this log. I can't wait to show it to you, so stick with me and we're gonna get going right now on this log. So what you're gonna see me do first is you're gonna see me screw the ladder down. We're gonna use 3.5-inch long wood screws. I'm gonna have to use some shims to shim it up, and that's gonna give us a very good flat base to start. We'll run the mill along the ladder, and then from there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the ladder for the first few cuts, and I'll show you why. So you can see this is where they wedged the tree. So I'm gonna use the ladder for the first few cuts, just because we're not gonna be able to get a very good entrance onto the mill. Just because we're not gonna be able to start the cut with this taper very well with the Alaskan mill. So we're gonna use the ladder for that until we get down to below the notch. Once we get below the notch, we're not going to use the ladder anymore. So we'll have to screw the ladder on one side on each of the log. I'm going to use the shortest screws I possibly can. It should, the screw holes should all get surfaced out in the surfacing process. Won't be a huge deal. It's just part of Alaskan milling and part of what you have to do on certain logs. Another thing you're gonna see me do is you're gonna see me using a mask. The reason I do that is to not breathe in sawdust. Sawdust is awful for your lungs. Black walnut sawdust is especially terrible for your lungs. It can be very toxic to your lungs. It could produce some serious health conditions over time with your lungs. So if you're a woodworker, if you're a sawyer, working in dusty conditions, mask up. I use RZ mask. Their M3 is absolutely phenomenal. Keeps the sawdust out of my lungs. It's comfortable. I can use it all day. When it's cold out, it keeps my face warm. So definitely check them out. They'll be linked in the description. Granberg International Alaskan Mills, Granberg Ripping Chains, linked as well below. So check those out and let me know if you have any questions. So far, so good. We've got one slab cut. I would say the slab is over 20 inches wide, just a little over 2.5 inches thick, right where I want it to be. The wood is absolutely gorgeous. These are gonna have to air dry for quite a while. We'll get them in a kiln. Hopefully in the next year or two, they can become tables, and these are gonna be absolute statement pieces in someone else's home. Let's keep milling and let's get into the rest of this log. Really excited to share it with you guys.